my mother's mother was an interesting woman. She was very closed-mouthed, and we never really knew a whole lot about her, even her husband and her children. But she was a forager, and
Healer?
she was, huh?
A healer?
Yeah, she was a healer, and she knew which herbs were good for various ailments, and which kind of plants to use for different things. And in 1918, when they had the Spanish flu epidemic, my mother was about 8 years old, and she said that her 7 or 8, her mother every morning would get up and do her little crocks and jars of soups and teas that she had brewed the day before, and everything that she had that she could find, and go to with a little basket and go to her neighbors' houses, because everybody had somebody in bed dying with the Spanish flu, and Mother just begged to go with her. And my grandmother would say, no, absolutely not. And she was a very stern person, so Mother minded her. But she said, you cannot go, do not leave this porch. And so Mother said I would cry and say, please let me go. Absolutely not. But she had watched her all of her life, make salves, ointments from bull nettles, because a lot of people had boils on them, and the bull nettle is like it's root that you dig, and she would slice it in bacon drippings and fry it like potatoes, and when it got brown, she would take it out, let the bacon drippings cool, and they congealed, and put it in little tins, and she sold it, and people would come to knock on the door to buy it. And so she always knew which were the things to make teas with, and all sorts of healing things. And my dad was a pharmacist, and so my mother lived with her parents, and my grandmother doing her in the woods and in the pastures sort of medication, and my dad went to pharmacy school and was a pharmacist. So Bobby has kind of always been around that sort of thing. And then we started the ranch, which was a treatment hospital for adolescents and young adults with drug addiction and alcohol issues. And so it seems like we've always had some type of, we don't have a doctor in the family, but it seems like we've always had medicinal people in our family who were interested in healing. So I guess it was a pretty natural thing when she just out of the blue, this was just, nobody planted this seed with her, she just did it. And the more she got involved, the more enthusiastic she got, and the more she wanted to learn. And so I think she still has a lot of things that she can learn, but books and things like that are kind of hard to come by about herbalistic treatments and holistic type medicine, and so I think she's on the right track. So this just seemed like it was meant to be.